What's up, everyone? Welcome back to That's Geeky AF with myself, AF. And this past week, we saw the introduction of Riri Williams in Marvel's Ironheart. Finally, we've been waiting for it for such a long time. And yeah, this would just be a kind of a breakdown and review of those first 3 episodes, along with some of the theories and expectations for the final 3. And we've heard so many people who have watched that finale, and they have said that there are things that's going to happen in there that could be game changing for the MCU moving forward. And Dominic Thorne and Anthony Ramos as well, they've teased a huge cameo in that finale. So yeah, without further ado, let's get stuck into it. So the first episode, I think that was a really cool one in terms of finally just like allowing the fans to meet Riri Williams. I think that it was an amazing way for them to do it, going through the sort of grief and everything that she's had to encounter thus far, but also just showing her life at MIT. And yeah, I mean, I've done the background video on who Riri Williams is, so yeah, you can check that up here. The first episode just reintroduces us to Riri Williams. We've seen her in Wakanda Forever already, but yeah, she's an MIT genius. She is basically a Wakandan alumni, if you can put it that way. She's hustling and trying to like sell her assignments, or trying to help students by doing their assignments for them, so that she can sort of fund her own Iron Man project. And then after a lab mishap that just all goes down the drain, she has a confrontation with the dean. I think it's Dean Choi, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, she gets expelled. She jets off, literally. Like, she literally just takes the suit that she created, she gets into it, and she flies away using that new suit. She goes back to Chicago. She crash lands over there. She returns to her roots, and yeah, she immediately gets some sort of like flashbacks to things that happened with her stepfather Gary and Natalie. And yeah, if you watched my breakdown video of who Ironheart is, then you'll know how tough that actually is. Episode 2 basically introduces the character of Natalie Washington, Riri's best friend, who was tragically killed in a drive-by, and essentially she becomes the AI for Riri Williams' suit. So as you know, Iron Man had Jarvis, he had Edith, and all these other AIs that ran his suits. Because of what Riri was trying to do with all the brainwaves and all the brain patterns and all of those things, she created an AI based on Natalie Washington, her best friend, who looks like Natalie and has the exact same mannerisms. So it's pretty cool. And can I just say, Larry Cross, who plays the character of Natalie, is amazing. Just seeing the back and forth between Riri Williams and Natalie, the AI, amazing. I love it. I think that was the best part of the 3 episodes, just seeing these 2 young actresses like going back and forth and having the sort of range that they do. I enjoyed just like seeing those performances. I think that was the highlight of the 3 episodes, just showing them in Chicago, showing off this culture in Chicago. Yeah, I loved it. I'm a sucker for cultural things, so yeah, like that was pretty cool. In that episode as well, Riri, while going to the scrapyard essentially to try and build this new suit, or like level up this new suit, she runs into a guy named John, who is she's just a smooth talking guy that works for Parker Robbins, who I've spoken about before. And Parker Robbins is the Hood. He got this hood by killing a demon, and he's just like, it came with all of these like amazing powers. He can fly, he can turn invisible. He's essentially a tech-savvy criminal. John essentially tries to recruit Riri by paying for all of the scrap parts that she wanted to buy. And obviously there's always going to be an angle with these guys, but Riri goes ahead. She is looking for the silver lining for herself to try and get what she needs. And yeah, she goes through a gas-filled interview, if you can put it that way. They try to see if she'll be able to escape an elevator filled with gas. She comes out of it. They are all impressed, the entire crew. And yeah, we finally see Riri join this crew. Then we head off into episode 3, where it's basically just Riri and Natalie trying to sort of find common ground of where they are supposed to be. There's a lot of emotional depth in this episode, I think. I think the third episode was the best one, or in my opinion, the best one out of the 3, just because there's a lot of grief, there's a lot of mental trauma that is coming to the fore in this episode. The part that got me the most is when Riri's mother, who met Natalie the AI, the moment she asked Riri about it, she wanted to know, can you make one of Gary, her stepfather, who is also deceased? And I mean, that one hit so deep, because people miss the ones that they lose. And yeah, I mean, if you can have any sort of way to try and get them back, even if it's artificially, I think people would jump at that chance. But yeah, this episode, it was deep, it was profound, it was really, really good in terms of emotional depth. Yeah, I think it was the strongest one. Going back to the heist, we also find that like Riri sort of tries to like find this, I think she finds her moral compass again. She knows what she's doing isn't the right thing, even if it's going to give her the money that she needs. So she tries to get a piece of Parker's hood so she can try to analyze it, so she can see what they are actually dealing with. Because of everything that goes wrong, John finds out that Riri is actually not fully with them. And when that happens, he's actually caught in one of the greenhouses and he suffocates and he dies. Parker is then filled with grief. He sort of, I think he comes to the conclusion that he knows Riri is involved somehow. And yeah, there's this like shadowy figure that shows up at the end, who is probably one of the demons, or the demon that's controlling the magic related to the cloak. We will definitely, like, that's the cliffhanger that we get. We'll definitely be able to see what's happening on that front moving forward. It's going to be a really cool 3 episodes coming up. I think there's going to be a lot of surprises. There might be a lot of cameos. Dominic Thorne and Anthony Ramos did an interview where they said that there is a cameo including the greatest actor, or one of the greatest actors in our generation or in our lifetime. I can't remember what the exact words were, but that narrows it down a bit. So firstly, Robert Downey Jr., I don't think that can happen 100%, because he already did sort of 2 cameos in the marketing for Dominic Thorne, like sort of promoting her. I can't imagine that was cheap, and I don't think that they have the budget to get him in a full-on episode or a cameo even. I think that would probably break the bank. It would have been cool to see a Robert Downey Jr. AI cameo, but I just don't think that the show has the budget for that. Secondly, the one that everybody would think could happen, and that is Mephisto, played by Sacha Baron Cohen. Not that I think he is the greatest actor in our generation. I think that's really far from it. He's definitely going to be in the show, but I don't think he will be the cameo. Everybody knows he's going to be in the show. It's been widely reported for the past like few months. It's even on the Wikipedia page, it's on the IMDb page. So yeah, I don't think that he's the cameo that they're speaking about. But the one that I think it could happen, and I spoke about this in the previous video of who Ironheart is and what the show could mean for the future of the MCU, and where could this show like sort of spin off into, moving forward, because Armor Wars isn't a thing anymore. But this show could actually spin off into Midnight Suns. We have been hearing a lot of like rumblings about Blade and all of those things. So maybe Mahershala Ali can be that cameo that everybody is speaking about. He would absolutely love to be taking part in a black-centric TV show about a young girl who's trying to sort of find her way and navigate through this like new power that she inherits. I think that can be plausible. I think that can be the cameo that they are speaking about. But also just like, I think Midnight Suns, it's been reported that there is a Midnight Suns project coming out soon as well. So this could be sort of laying the foundation for that project. We already have Moon Knight, Doctor Strange, we have Elsa Bloodstone. There are so many characters who've already been established within the MCU that can be included in this Midnight Suns project. Another cameo that I've seen people talking about online is Doctor Strange. And I think that could be the one that could make the most sense in terms of, we know where Doctor Strange is currently. He's busy fighting incursions. We saw that at the end of Multiverse of Madness. Yeah, I think Doctor Strange could be a good shout for who shows up in this finale. And the last one, because the Hood's run-ins with Ghost Rider entity within the comics, maybe we could see a Ghost Rider cameo. Maybe we could see Nicolas Cage coming back for a cameo, and he hands over the Ghost Rider powers to Parker Owens, to the Hood, and he picks up that mantle and becomes Ghost Rider for a bit moving forward within the MCU. I just love the fact that we are able to speculate again. I think we have sorely missed this and lacked this within the MCU for a long time. I'm just excited, like we are finally able to speculate and theorize about what's happening moving forward. But what I know and what I've read is that people said that until you've watched the last second of episode 6 of Ironheart, do not go onto social media. Have a complete social media cleanse for that entire day, because people will be posting spoilers and it will be absolutely huge, and you do not want any of these surprises to be spoiled for you. So I am taking that as a huge win. I think these last 3 episodes are going to be amazing, and I am extremely excited. I cannot wait. I'm honestly like super excited for these final 3 episodes. We'll just have to see what comes of it. What do you think about Ironheart thus far? What are your theories for Ironheart moving forward? Who do you think the final big cameo is going to be? What do you think Mephisto's role is in all of this? Do you think that he's the demon that Parker stole the Hood from, and he's finally coming back to collect? Sound off on your theories below. I would love to hear what you guys have to say in the comments below. That's all from me. Like this video, share this video, comment below, let me know what you guys want me to speak about again. And Superman is coming out next week, so I'll have some more Superman content probably coming up sooner rather than later. Like this video, share this video. Once again, show it some love. I'm AF for That's Geeky AF. Peace.